Hey guys, what's up? It is Saturday, January the 12th, 2019, and I am in the midst of a pay it forward. That is so easy this year because this year I have a lot of stuff that I want to do. They're not resolutions, they're goals, because I don't think resolutions work. But when you have a goal and you work towards that goal, you got a better chance of hitting your goal than you do that resolution. So I'm gonna start off with some star blankets. So this is the first one I did, and I know you can't really see it. Only got 2 hands, so I can't stretch out all the points. So it's a 5-point star blanket. If somebody wants to come help me stretch out the star blanket. Yeah, they're ignoring me, so. But yeah. So I made this one, and I made this one. I started on this one yesterday evening around 6, and I finished it today. It is gray and yellow. It is the, I ain't tell you about the yarn. This is the Stitch by Nicole Chateau. Stitch Studio by Nicole Chateau. And the gray is Silver Equinox. And I don't have the tab for the, I probably have it, but it's in the room. I gave it to my husband in case for him to look for it for me. But we were looking for the parfait, but they didn't have yellow in the parfait. So yeah, so hopefully it's not backwards for you guys. But this is the yarn that we get from AC Moore in these parts. Okay, and the Chateau is the number 6 bulky, and I started it off with an L hook. But after the 3rd round, I moved up to a M hook. And it's super bulky. It's 258 yards approximately. Okay? So if you're interested in doing a star blanket in that yarn, I don't know if it's gonna. Trying to hide my face so it'll focus for you guys. There we go. 6. And there you go, 258 yards. I buy bulky yarn for specific projects because I don't like using it. It makes my hands hurt having to use those big hooks. They're heavy. These even with them being the wooden handles, it's still a heavy, weighty hook. And this one is the M. All right, so those are 2 star blankets. And this I've never really thought of putting yellow and gray together, but it looks pretty good. Alright, so the other items that I have finished, and use my seats I gotta go through out of the way. I didn't show you guys this. I had made this and I already gave it to the person, but the person's child is kind of on the tall side, so she gave these back, and I made them again with a longer scarf and a stretchier hat. I used a knit brim on the second one, so it's gray and pink. Another color combo that I never really thought about. And then this is the Bonbon print red heart yarn, and this is a crochet hat, and it looks like melted wax to me. Somebody said it looks like tadpoles. Somebody else said it looked like rabbits. But it was a lot of fun to crochet. I was surprised. I had a lot of fun crocheting that. And so then I had another Messy Bun hat, using the rest of that Caron, some of the more of that Caron gray yarn. And it's crochet, and I did a 1 front post front post double crochet brim on it. I don't know if I showed you guys this. I thought I did this video before, but if I did, oh well. If I didn't, oh well. I don't think I did. Maybe I kept telling myself I need to do it so much. I thought I had actually done it. Thank you, son. This is my son John. Handing me my tea. He who must not be seen. He will wave at you. He's very cute. He ought to show himself to my fans. Come boy. He said no. He's shy. And so I did this hat using the the acrylic yarn. Yeah, it's crochet. It's acrylic yarn. It ain't nothing special. You'll be alright. And so I finished my husband's pot holder. So now that I've done the video, I can give these. This is that magic pot holder pattern or whatever. So I can give these to him for his kitchen work now. That's done on the video. Okay, so this was the last skein of the jelly beans, Plymouth Yarns jelly beans, and I really like that yarn. It worked up really nice and it's soft. This was a little soft. And once again, I used the 1x1 front post double crochet for my ribbing. That yarn was a lot of fun. That was a good product. All right, so then I had I'm part of a fiber group called Yarns Around the World. And so we had a knit-along for a hat, for a Pearl Ridge hat. But this isn't that one. This is another gray hat. This is the last of the, I think it was called Steel Gray or Jeans Gray or something like that. But this was Hobby Lobby yarn. And it's just one skein, and I made, did 2 hats with this. Yeah, I did 2 hats, but the other hat I already gave to the person who wanted it. And so we did a knit along for a Pearl Ridge hat. And we figured out the pattern and whatnot, but I didn't have any bulky yarn to use, so I used a heavy worsted yarn, and it's stitched by Nicole, Studio by Nicole Studio, AC Moore yarn. And I did my ridges with some Hobby Lobby yarn that I held double so that it would be heavy worsted to bulky weight. So it's a knit hat, and it's almost true to color. I was real happy with this hat. And so I'm really hoping that the Stitch Studio by Nicole, I'm really hoping that Stitch Studio by Nicole actually runs this yarn in production, because I really like this yarn. I would love to do a shawl or do a sweater, a cardigan or something. I would actually do a knit cardigan in that yarn. It's really nice. Didn't split. It's like a netted yarn. And so I had 2, it was those dollar samplers that you can get for AC Moore. So I had 2 left over. And let me take this off because I'm going to start sweating. My hair is thick. That's one of the reasons I don't wear hats. Because I don't want to be having no heat stroke. Okay? So I had 2 left over. And it was those little dollars balls you can get for AC Moore. Like, you know, it's a sampler. You can try the yarn. And I'm really, really hoping that they put this one in production. See what I'm talking about? It is so pretty. To me, it's pretty. I like stuff like this. I had a little bit of that white yarn that I made the other hat with. It's more of a cream than a white. I had a little bit of that left over, so I used that for the brim. Oh, I didn't. I still got to end it in. Okay, so I got to weave that in. Thought I was done. So this one is more of a tam. It's got that little tam slouchy thing up there. You know how you want to wear it. I don't really wear that, so. But this is, oh, I love that yarn. I want more of this yarn. This yarn is just so freaking pretty. And so that is the last of the finished items. Which I think you know, with those two blankets, even though one was with bulky and one was with heavy worsted, I think I did a pretty good job since the last video of getting some things finished. Now, I also cast on some projects, and I'm going to show those to you guys here. Yeah. I got to get it. One of them out my bag. And one of them is like a headache. Okay. So, don't know what I did with my crochet hook, but it'll be alright. Move this on my spill it. My son makes me tea, and it's awesome, awesome, awesome tea. He is my tea vana. He is my tea man. Makes his mama some wonderful, wonderful tea. Where is... I dropped the hook I was going to use to start this project. Hopefully I didn't lose it. If I did, I got plenty of other small hooks, but this one had the I already had like a cushion on that hook, you know, to keep me from okay, cool. Take out my insulin pen while I need to take myself a shot. Okay, so alright, so alright. Let me move this out of the way. I'll do that. For those of you who came here looking for some pretty production kind of podcast thing, we don't do that here. Here we just share, rant, and keep it moving. I ain't got time to be doing no editing and all that other bull crap because this don't pay my bills. Alright? Oh God, I love this stuff. This is why I'm gonna have to give myself a shot. It's the 7-Eleven watermelon flavored juice cocktail. I love these things. My husband, he gets them for me. But I'm going to have to give myself a shot because of the sugar content. Alright, so the first project that I'm casting on, it ain't the first one, but it is the oh yeah, I will make that too. Okay. Oh, it is the Kindness Shawl by Jayla Spiro. I think that's how she pronounces her name. And I'll see if I can find a big picture of it. I don't think there might not have been a big picture of it. My printer is black and white because it's cheaper. So you can go look it up. The Kindness Shawl is a free pattern. So I ain't worried about you seeing none of it because it's free. I am on my second, I just finished my second row of eyelets for this shawl. And this yarn I'm using is some of the last of that. This is a cotton yarn, an acrylic and cotton yarn. That Lorna Is it Lorna? Give me a second, guys. Y'all know how it is around here. We do the best we can. Hopefully, she's still under my friends list and YouTube hasn't, like, you know, how sometimes your friend list, people you know you were subscribed to, you stop getting their videos and then you were like, hey, I haven't seen a video by so-and-so in a while. And so then you go look for their name and you find them and they've been making videos the whole time, but for some reason, YouTube removed them from your subscribers list. It pisses me off. Alright, so let me see if I can find her. So I can tell y'all who she is. She goes to this yarn store in Tijuana, I think. So good. Whenever she goes down there. And so I sent her a bunch of hand spun one time, and she sent me, as like a little mini swap between us, some of the yarn from that she gets when she goes down there. I'm not seeing her name on my list, so they might have, because I'm pretty sure I had a lot more people than this that I was subscribed to. Yeah. This is frustrating. Here it is. Lisa, Liza, Joung, Joung. So, it says this doesn't have any content. So, I wonder if she's moved her channel. Interesting. Let me see if she got another channel. So, I guess she's not podcasting anymore. So, that's who I got the yarn from. So, I'm on my second row of eyelets. That's what you can see, the first row. And you can see that I just finished the second row of eyelets. It's a real simple, easy pattern. The hardest part is going to be doing the little chevron lace border that's on the shawl. But so far, so good. I don't have much of that, so I'm not going to get very far with this. I have some, and like I said, this is a cotton acrylic blend. And I have some acrylic that I think would go well with this. It's one of those Caron cakes or one of the sweet rolls, but we'll see when we get there. If not, because it's mine, so I'm gonna be taking care of it. I have some cotton, not cotton. I have some wool. Actually, if I did different shades of blue, I have some wool and a couple shades of blue that I could use as well to finish this shawl. Or I could just use, I could do some, I got hand spun. I'm pretty sure I got hand spun that I could use for that, some Malabrigo. So, the group I'm in, Yarns Around the World, we meet up on Zoom. So, we have another knit along, and I'm using the rest of the bonbon print. And so this is what it looks like so far knit. Come on, focus. Okay, so there you go. I'm really, really enjoying this. And what I'm doing is, I can't remember how the bankhead goes, but I'm knitting 10, purling 1, knitting 10, purling 1. I'm not doing like the spiral. I'm just doing the straight up and down purl ones on top of each other. So, but I'm really having fun. These are size 9, 16-inch circulars from Susan Bates. And you see how the inside of it is like a spiral, and the outside, I guess the outside is kind of doing it too. I love it when print patterns does stuff like that, the pooling. It's a lot of fun. So that is the last of the projects that I have casted on. No, it's not. I got one more to show you. And this won't take long. These won't take long because I'm making my husband some more scrubbies and dishcloths for the kitchen. So I had at one point for about like 3 or 4 months, I had like that crochet membership with Mary Maxim, and they sent me a bag of this stuff, a small bag of it with like, there's like 7 skeins of this yarn in there. And they sent a booklet that has patterns to use to make knit items with them. So I'm just going to make like some pot scrubbers and stuff, because I was told that if I double these over and sew them, seam them, that they make excellent pot scrubbers as well. So those are 2 items that I have right now. That this is almost finished. This scrubby is almost finished. And it won't take long to do those projects. That hat won't take long either. This shawl, the pattern is very easy, like I said, until I get to the chevron border. The chevron lace border is super simple. So it's a good project to just pick up when you don't feel like having to think about something else. Now the next project I'm going to start is I want to do a ripple blanket. I haven't done one in a couple of years now, and my daughter, she had picked out yarn that she wanted a baby blanket done in. And so, like I showed you guys before, this is the yarn. But you can see this is more of a muted earth tone, jewel tone. Well, not necessarily jewels, because it's not sparkly at all. It's like more of a muted. It's showing up lighter than it is. It's darker. They're darker than, the colors are darker than that. So I guess you would call it a jewel tone. I don't know. Earth tones. But this is called Artist Print. And she's an artist. So. But I want to do a chevron striped blanket. So I was looking at different yarns I have in acrylic. And most of them are too bright. They're too bright. They just do not contrast well with this at all, and this is variegated. But I do have the buff, Red Heart Buff. Now Red Heart Buff is always so freaking soft, and I've never understood how can this be so soft and some of their other yarns feel so damn rough and hard. But I have the buff, and then I have this. So these look good together. So that's what I'm going to make the blanket out of. I just have to find the pattern. I might try and knit, because I've never knitted a blanket before. And this would be a baby blanket, so I have several months. So I might try and knit a pattern using alternating, see if I can find a striped knit pattern or a knit chevron pattern. And then the other project I'm going to be working on is I still haven't made the goat for Sean at work, at my other job. It's not necessarily a job, it's a business. But I started the goat. I just need to finish the goat so I can be done with the goat and never have to worry about the goat again. I don't know why the pigs, I can knock a pig out in a couple of hours. But for some reason, this goat, it's like the patterns I'm looking at and I'm following instructions and the head just isn't shaped how I envision or the way the picture looks. So I'd be like, man, this pattern is crap. And so I'm still looking, trying to find the goat head pattern. I don't want to have to do it myself. Figure out a pattern. I ain't trying to be doing it today. The other problem I have right now is, I don't know why I was thinking. I have no earthly idea how I did it. But these got tangled up. Some floss got tangled up together. And so now I got to untangle this floss, because I got to make another chapstick holder. And all I got left is this blue. And these two blues. And they all tangled up. Tangled up, y'all. I don't know how the hell that happened. Don't know. Yarn, I think yarn does weird things when left to its own devices. Or a cat could have had a hand in it. More than likely a cat had its hand in it. And that's why it's tangled up. So that's what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the night. I'm going to be looking at chevron, knit, and crochet patterns until I find the pattern that speaks to me the most, along with this yarn. And I'm going to be untangling this dang on floss. Because what I do is I hold two strands of the floss together and I knit it with the G hook or F hook. And I knit the little things, and it don't take, I crochet them. They don't take long at all to crochet. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. I pay it forward. They would go out in the mail. Two of them would go out in the mail. Well, one of them's a pay it forward, and one of them's just a gift for somebody. But they're going out in the mail on Monday. And the other two people that wanted yarn, they're local, so I'll be seeing them soon. Just like the two people who, one wanted a scarf and one wanted a hat. As you can see, I have plenty of hats made. So those items will be going out soon. I just have to do a scarf for the other person that wanted a scarf. And yeah. Yeah, I only did 5 people this year because I just did not feel like dealing with a lot of stuff this year. You know, it's like, you know, I love my peeps and all, but sometimes you just be tired. You just be tired. And you don't want to really, I want to do it. I want to, you know, do that, but I just didn't want to do it to the degree I normally do it in with the 10 people. Because I give all year long, so it's not like it's a one-time thing. I'm constantly making stuff and giving stuff to people. I'll have baby cocoons and stuff in my car. I see somebody pregnant, I just hand it to them. Because to me, it's like, it's not a gift for that adult. It's a gift for that unborn child. Something that's theirs as soon as they come to this world. It's theirs. It belongs to them. And it's an heirloom piece. I let them know that this is an heirloom. It's for your child to have when they become an adult. When they start courting and whatnot. Or if they start having children. This is theirs. It was made for them, not for you. Not for any other children you might have later on in life. This is for that child. So that child will always have something of its own. That's how I feel about it. So, I'm going to let you guys go. No barb, no rants. No real rants anyway. Oh, well, I do have one. I have one. So, like I said, me and my husband, we went to AC Moore to look for the Premier yarn. See if they had the yellow and gray Premier. They had some beautiful gray in the parfait. But they didn't have any yellow in the parfait. So I was like, well, they got the Chateau, and it's a bucket yarn, and they got it in the yellow and gray. So I'll just get the Chateau. So I'm talking to my husband about this. We're talking about the yarn, and this lady comes. As soon as we walked back there, she was like, "Can I help you? Do you need any help?" We had just got back there. Mind you, people, I am wearing one of my ponchos I made. So obviously, if you are a crafter and you're actually in charge of that section, and if you're a real crafter, then you obviously recognize that, wow, that poncho she has on is handmade. Now, most people who see me with it, they ask me, hey, did you make that? Or did somebody make that for you? Or who made it for you? You know? But I guess she thought I was back there to steal. Because she, like, followed us the whole time we were back there. And it's like, I don't get it. As much as I come in that store, several times a year, spending $25 to $30 a pop. Why would you follow me around your stupid store? It makes me not ever want to go back in your store again. You know, I don't understand that. And you were kind of aggressive with your help. And for somebody who wanted to help us, you didn't seem to know too much. I knew more about that yarn in that store than you do. That's how I feel about that. Now, I tried to be positive. I tried to engage the lady. But she just seemed like she was just dumb. That's the only way I can describe it. Just standing there with a dumb grin on her face. And I'm just like, okay, let's just go. Let's just go. It's like she just ruined the experience for me. Totally ruined it. You know how we are. We yarnies. When we want to go love up on our yarn, we don't want sidebars, and we don't need help because we know more about the products in your store than most of your employees do. And that's just that. The fact that you hire people who don't even have any experience with the product. And they're going to sit there and tell me about the product. And you don't even use the product. You've never used the product. You don't knit. You don't crochet. You don't weave. You don't spin. So what can you tell me about this product other than what you've memorized off of a fact sheet? You can't tell me real world experience on that product and stuff. So you don't need to be back there in that department. They need to find somewhere else for you to work in that store. Because you run up on the wrong person like that, you might get told about yourself. I have been working on myself all year. Last year. Trying to learn how to be a better person. For my own benefit, of course. But I see there is also a benefit to you is the fact that you weren't cursed out. And I didn't go to jail. So that's a plus for me. So yeah, I did good. I kept my tongue, as they would say. I held my mule. So yeah, alright, it's been 33 minutes. I'm going to let y'all go. I got knots to unravel. Or I'll just say, I need to make another trip to the store so I can get me another skein of this yarn. But I like unraveling knots, so I'll be okay. Alright, y'all, take care.